The Volvo XC90 2026 continues to be an enticing choice among luxury crossovers that are classified as mid-size automobiles by the automotive industry. This is despite the fact that it has not undergone any substantial changes in the 10 years that have passed since it was officially introduced to the general public for the first time. In spite of the fact that it has not undergone any significant changes in terms of remodeling, this is the circumstance that has arisen as a consequence of the scenario. This is the reality that the situation is in at the moment, and the fact that this has not yet taken place does not change the fact that this is the circumstance. The XC90 will have an even longer lifespan than it presently enjoys, which is already quite outstanding at this point in time. This development will result in the XC90 having an even longer lifespan. This exceptional result will be brought about as a result of this advancement thanks to the fact that it will be brought about within the first 3 months of the year. It is anticipated that the remodeling will be made available to the general public. This is in accordance with the most recent estimates that have been produced. In addition to the interior of the vehicle, the front of the vehicle will be one of the key areas of concentration during the makeover that will be carried out after the vehicle has been completely redesigned. Additionally, it is not anticipated that any additional modifications will be implemented in any manner, shape, or form within the first few years of the year 2026. This is the case regardless of the nature of the adjustments. This holds true irrespective of the specifics of the alterations that have been made. The fact that this is always the case is unaffected by the nature of the modifications that are being implemented. This is always the case, and the nature of the modifications that are being done does not change the fact that this is always the case. A turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that is capable of producing to 147 horsepower is included as standard equipment in the B5 model, which is the entry-level price point. This engine is in addition to the usual equipment. There's an additional engine in addition to the standard equipment. In addition to the regular equipment, there is an auxiliary engine attached to the vehicle. An auxiliary engine is installed to the vehicle in addition to the standard equipment that is already there. In addition to the normal equipment that is already present in the car, an auxiliary engine is also placed in the vehicle. This package also includes the engine that is included as part of the basic equipment that is included in the package. This engine is included in the package. This particular engine is a part of both of the packages to add insult to injury. In addition to that, there are 2 separate possibilities for the powertrain that can be chosen from according to the preferences of the individual using the vehicle. A variety of choices are presented to the purchaser for their consideration, and they are made available to them. The original model and the B6 update both make use of a hybrid system that operates at 48 volts. However, the B6 upgrade is equipped with a supercharger, which results in an increase in power to 295 horsepower. The original model also uses a hybrid system. In addition, a hybrid system is utilized in the initial model. Additionally, a hybrid system is utilized in the model that was first developed. In addition to that, the model that was initially designed makes use of a hybrid system. Additionally, the model that was initially built makes use of a hybrid system. This is something that we should mention. Additionally, a hybrid approach was utilized in the construction of the model that was initially constructed. This is something that ought to be brought up before us. In order to fulfill the function of laying the groundwork for the overall system, the initial concept included the implementation of a hybrid system. The first model of its sort was this particular one. Now that we have reached this point in our investigation of hybrid transportation systems, it is time for us to have a look at the T8 plug-in hybrid vehicle. In the course of our inquiry, it is projected that this will be the future step that we will reach. This automobile is capable of producing 455 horsepower, and it has a range of up to 33 miles before the battery needs to be recharged. In addition, there is the capability to generate 455 horsepower. In addition to that, it is possible to travel on electric power, which is a huge advantage. Additionally, it is capable of producing 455 horsepower thanks to its capabilities. You will find a description of this automobile in the subsequent paragraphs of this text, which will provide you with a description that is more detailed and comprehensive than the one that you have just read, despite the fact that Volvo has made a significant number of changes to the XC90. These enhancements will not be noticeable until the model year 2025 to 2026 begins production. In spite of the fact that Volvo has implemented a wide variety of changes, this conclusion is reached. Despite the fact that Volvo has implemented these improvements, this is the circumstance that has come about as a result of their actions. Furthermore, despite the fact that Volvo has incorporated these technology advancements into their product selection, the current scenario is just the same as it was explained earlier. However, despite the fact that Volvo has applied a number of different solutions to the problem, the situation remains the same. In addition, this appears to be the case despite the fact that Volvo has made these improvements. It is one of the factors that has led to the confusion that has emerged as a result of the change that the redesign will not have any influence on the early 2025. This is one of the aspects that has contributed to the confusion. One of the factors that has led to the development of uncertainty as a consequence of the change is the fact that this is one of the characteristics. Another aspect that has contributed to the ambiguity that has been there is the fact that there is yet another factor. This aspect has played a part in bringing about this result. In spite of the fact that it is anticipated that the makeover will be accessible inside that time frame, it is anticipated that it will be accessible at dealerships within the first quarter of the year 2026, despite the fact that it is anticipated that it will be ready within that time frame. This is the situation that has presented itself. It is projected that the price of the 2026 Volvo XC90 will range anywhere from $58,695 to $81,000 or possibly even higher, regardless of the model level that is chosen and the extras that are chosen within the vehicle. This is due to the fact that the pricing will be determined by the car's options. Throughout the course of the year, this price range may be subject to change. The prices that fall within this range are subject to change at any time. The price range that has been established by taking into consideration the fact that the pricing will be determined at the time of purchase. Anytime we feel it is necessary, we have the right to make modifications to the pricing that fall within this range. According to certain estimates, there is also the possibility that this price range will be anywhere from $58,695 to $81,000. This is a possibility. The occurrence of this is not out of the question. There is a high probability that this range will cover a sizable portion of the territory. Additionally, the Plus grade comes standard with a 7-seat layout that has the capability of accommodating 7 passengers. This arrangement is standard. The Plus grade also comes with an optional V6 engine that is capable of producing to 195 horsepower.